Oklahoma seek recognition.
Move to strike the last word.
Gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
It's not too often that my colleague from North Carolina and I agree on something, but we do agree on keeping our rural hospitals open. I have 36 rural hospitals in my district, and 41% of rural hospitals right now are operating at a loss. Now, where we and my colleague from North Carolina disagree on is he takes the position that it's because they didn't open an exchange in their state. Well, the fact is...
No, they didn't expand Medicaid,
They didn't expand Medicaid. The fact is, it was forced upon them by Obamacare. What's forcing them to take a loss is the lack of the DISH fund reimbursements. What's drove up the rates and the disproportionate amount of individuals in rural parts of the country to go to them is they've been forced on Medicaid because their insurance plan is no longer available for them to have. So now these hospitals are in a situation to where they're taking a loss because 80 to 90% of the people walking inside there are on Medicaid. 41% of rural hospitals right now are operating at a loss. 80, as my colleague from North Carolina stated, have already closed. What we're trying to do is fix that. And that's what we do through this plan. We increase the DISH funds. We allow those hospitals in rural parts of the country to stabilize. We're here to make it better, and that's what we're trying to do. And I'd look forward to working with my colleague from North Carolina if that's what his intentions are, because that sounds like we both represent rural districts. But this is moving in the right direction.
Would you yield? We have that in common, and I would like to work with you on that, because when this hospital, Vidant Hospital, acquired this hospital, they were assuming that Medicaid was going to expand, but then we got the Supreme Court decision that made it optional for the states, and the state did not expand, and the business model fell apart.
Well, my colleague, I think we just found something that maybe you and I can talk about, because it's about getting it right for the American people.
Thank you, sir.
Would you yield?